I wanted to make this video for you because simply I want you to understand that you're not alone in this journey. A lot of young men like us strive for, financial freedom. And honestly, it doesn't matter which path you take, which business model you do. There's so many different ways to make money online, but we all relate to one thing only, and it's the fear of taking risks. I understand you. Trust me, I understand you. You're scared. And you're fearful. You're uncertain if it's going to work. And trust me, you're talking to someone who's completely went all in. Who's completely went all in. I've had my bank account at $0. I've dropped out of school. I barely have a job. I literally wake up every day and just try. Like that's the best way I can explain it. For the last year, I've literally woken up, came on my computer, and just tried. And barely have done anything else. And now, this uncertainty, I'm feeling it a bit more because it's official. Everything is official. I've went all in a while ago, but it's hitting me now because my all in is out into reality. It wasn't just kept to me. I dropped out of school since April. But now people are now everyone, my family members, aunts, uncles, friends, acquaintances, all know. It's not a hidden truth. It's not a hidden secret. It's out there. And I'm definitely feeling more of the fear. But as my coach told me, welcome to the game. I remember when I was a little kid, I always loved superheroes. I love the Marvel series, Spider-Man, Iron Man, whatever it may be. And as I'm older, I analyze and I start to understand why. And realistically, it was because that feeling of heroism, when I was a little kid, it's like I wanted to be that. It's kind of like a role model to look up to be brave. But the thing that I had mistaken when I was a little kid was that I thought that they weren't scared. I thought that they went and did, and they overcame situations that usually I'd be scared, but they weren't. But I was completely wrong. I was completely wrong. Every single human is fearful. Every single human. And the difference between a regular person and a hero is that they take that same fear, and one person runs away, avoids it, and the other person looks fear straight in the eyes and says, "Fuck you. You're not going to control me. You're not going to dictate my true intentions, my motives, and my goals." And at the end of the day, I think I've learned that fear comes a lot from putting too much emphasis or putting too much importance in a lot of things that may not actually be important. And I've already spoken to about it just from my simple example of when my bank account was literally at $0. I put a lot of importance into that. I've never experienced my bank account going to zero. And I put importance in it. It was scary. But when I now went through it, I realized that I'm still the same person. I still get to live the same life. I still do the same things. I still think the same. Nothing really changed. If anything, it's just a number on a screen. And that at the end of the day, eventually, if you trust the process, trust in God, and you keep doing what you're doing, and that number is going to go back up somehow. Now, I know, look, a lot of people are in different situations. You know, maybe they're not lucky. They're less fortunate than me to be living with my parents. And I fully understand that. I fully do. I'm just telling you how my life. But at the end of the day, do you really want to live life with regrets because of excuses? Like, I truly believe. Don't get me wrong. I thank God every day. I thank my parents almost every day, saying I'm truly, truly grateful for the life you've given me, and for the opportunity you've allowed me to take. But there's a but. I truly believe that no matter any situation you give me, I'll overcome it. That's the mentality I have. Because I don't like to say I was less fortunate than other people, and therefore I didn't make it. I didn't achieve my goals. Because trust me, just how some people may look at me saying I'm fortunate, I can look at other people that are more fortunate than me. Maybe they had a parent who was richer, a parent who didn't struggle financially, a parent who maybe ran his own business and learned a lot of the entrepreneurial lessons and passed it down to his kid. Like there's always like a hierarchy. There's always someone better. There's always someone higher than you. So comparing yourself to other people is very useless. And that's why I truly, truly started just looking at myself, my situation, my life, and understanding that fear cannot take over. I still got to do what I got to do. And going back to when I was a little kid, the hero's journey. Understanding that a hero's journey, there needs to be some type of conflict. When I was a little kid watching Heroes, I didn't have any conflict. I was, living life like any other normal kid, just going out, having fun with friends, playing sports, playing video games, maybe going to parties, whatever it may be. I guess in a funny way, God has answered my prayers, because when I said I wanted to have my own hero story, my whole journey, the first thing that comes and is involved is obstacles, downfalls, failures. And sometimes I look over my life and what I do in the situation that I'm in, and sometimes it's like, damn, what a crazy story this is about to be. And that's why I'm happy I'm here documenting it. And sometimes it just seems unrealistic. It seems so surreal. It seems like it's crazy, the story that's about to unfold. I feel it. I know it. That by the end of my life, I'll be like, wow, what a good life. What a crazy story. It wasn't just some boring story that people live usually on their deathbed and they have full of regrets. I do my best to whatever I desire, I strive for. And yes, school has started, and I'm not, and I'm supposed to be there. My friends are in school. My some family members are back to work, and everyone seems like, because now it was summer, so I didn't feel the impact. I didn't feel the risk. It felt like summer. Everyone was off and everyone was having fun. But now that everyone went back, and it's like, whoa. It's kind of crazy. I'm supposed to be like them. I'm supposed to go back to school. I'm supposed to go back to work. But no, my life is still the same. I wake up, come in my basement, go to gym, walk my dog, and try all over again tomorrow. And again, it feels surreal. It just doesn't, it just feels crazy to me. And couldn't get scary. But as the final message I wanted to leave you today is just, you can do it fearful. You can do it scared. That's how everyone does it. You have to understand that just because of the way you feel doesn't mean that you should change the way you do actions. And I can get into it. I've talked about fear so many times because it's such an important factor. How fear is faith in evil rather than faith in good. You could do it scared. I know you could. And only my true warriors that went through the obstacles, that went through adversity, who overcame fear, who had fear face right in front of their face, and they said, fuck you, I'm going to do it anyways. Only those. I'll see you at the top.